Xavier University Television Studio, this is Xavier News. Your campus, your region, your world. This is Xavier News.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is September 22nd. I'm Alexa Cruiser.
And I am Owen Gorsuch. Welcome back to Xavier News.
Dramatic scenes occurred last week in Hussman Hall as fourth-floor residents discovered that their entire hallway was flooded to the brim with water. Residents witnessed an adult woman running out of the maintenance closet completely naked. The woman was arrested by police immediately, and after an investigation, they were able to confirm the flooding was caused by the woman, who had damaged a water pipe while trying to remain undiscovered. Many questions have been asked on how the woman was able to get into the building with no one noticing. Despite the infiltration of the building, most residents did not seem too worried about the situation, simply describing the events as strange and inconvenient.
On Thursday, the Coalition for Christian Outreach held a joint Bible study meeting with students from UC and NKU. The meeting brought students together to worship and fellowship with each other. CCO is a community of students looking to learn how to follow Jesus in college. CCO holds meetings every Thursday night at 8 p.m. in Gallagher, room 330.
5 American citizens who were imprisoned in Iran were allowed to leave the country this Monday, following a negotiation in which the U.S. agreed to unfreeze $6 billion in Iranian oil revenue, as well as dismissing the charges of 5 Iranian citizens accused of violating U.S. sanctions. The arrangement was considered a critical breakthrough in a years-long standoff over Americans imprisoned in Iran. However, the move has drawn criticism, with the main point being that the terms of releasing billions in Iranian oil revenue would lead to more hostage-taking. In response, Biden's aides have stated that financial sanctions and strict monitoring will prevent Iran from spending money on anything except for food, medicine, and other humanitarian goods.
The Oil and Gas Land Management Commission, a newly founded branch of the Ohio state government, plans to meet next Monday to discuss opening 2 state parks and 2 wildlife areas for fracking activities. The proposal would put state land up for a public bidding process where the winner will be permitted to begin natural gas drilling operations under these parks and reserves. Speculation suggests the possibility of great financial gain, but many citizens are concerned about the environmental impact these operations may have.
President Joe Biden rolled out the red carpet at the White House for an esteemed guest of honor this Thursday, current Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Zelensky came to address the topic of further American funding for the ongoing war in Ukraine, hoping to sway Congress into a 5th round of financial backing. With over $75 billion already being directed for Ukrainian military and humanitarian needs, President Biden has been pushing for further resources to be allocated to help Ukraine. But the majority of the Republican Party has been in direct opposition to this. Zelensky assured lawmakers that his country's forces are making slow but steady progress against Russia. But he made it clear that Ukraine will lose this war without further Western support.
Ever wonder what some of the most popular drinks on campus are? Let's take a look.
My name is Maite Delgado, and your question of the week is, what is your go-to drink?
Lemonade.
Probably water.
Probably Dr. Pepper or chocolate milk.
That's so good. A little chalky milk before bed. Sounds good.
Of course.
What is your go-to drink?
I'm going to have to go with Diet Coke.
Yeah, Diet Coke at a Pepsi school?
Yeah, I'm going to have to say 0 calories. It gets the job done, keeps you up, caffeinated, late night studies. So,
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. Again, another Coke person at a Pepsi school. What do you have to say about this?
It's just the best drink. I don't know. This is my go-to.
My favorite drink is probably Sprite.
Alrighty, and then what about you?
I say mine is lemonade. Vitamin water.
Our favorite drink is water.
Water.
What is your go-to drink? We're here with
Kay, and my favorite drink is an iced blonde vanilla latte from Starbucks.
That's so good. I love Starbucks. Do you go to the campus right here?
Yeah, I do.
My go-to drink is strawberry lemonade with Sprite. It's really good.
That sounds good. I'll have to try it.
I like Diet Snapple.
I liked iced pumpkin chives.
That's so good. That's so in season. How many have you gotten already?
About 4 or 5.
What about the Thursday buy one get one?
BOGO deal? We go every Thursday.
Perfect.
At this point.
It is. The no ice, you can save for later.
Smart, I didn't even think about that. There you go.
And your name is?
My name is Philip Bauer, and I think my favorite drink would have to be Prime, the drink, the rehydration drink. Honestly, the tropical punch one, I think is the best one.
I like to go to Tropical Cafe, so it's the Bahama Mama.
My go-to drink is like a blue Calypso or a peach Arizona.
And we're here with?
Katie,
All right, Katie, what's your go-to drink?
fruit punch Gatorade.
Perfect.
So Alexa, what is your go-to drink on campus?
I usually go for a medicine ball from Starbucks.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
hot tea with steamed lemonade.
Okay, well, personally for me, I like the strawberry acai lemonade also from Starbucks.
A F-35 jet went missing over the weekend in South Carolina while airborne. There was a mishap that led the pilot to eject from the jet. On ejection, the pilot left the jet in autopilot, making it fly for miles. The jet came to a crash in Williamsburg County, South Carolina, after a large debris field was found just a day after asking the public for help to find the jet.
Sunday, the Formula One World Championship raced in Singapore, where Tifosi were in jubilation as Ferrari driver Carlos Sainz won the race from pole position, ending Max Verstappen's record-setting streak of 10 consecutive wins.
Want to hear more about a local award-winning venue? Nick Namyar has the scoop.
This is 3 minutes, 25 seconds.
I'm Monica Namyar, and I'm one of the 42 finalists in the 2023 Glover Prize. The Glover Prize is considered Australia's most prestigious landscape art painting. The Glover Prize is named after the artist John Glover, and he was born in England in 1767. The reception was March 10th, 2023. This little catalog was given to us, and it says the Glover defines landscape painting in its broadest sense. The aim is to stimulate conversations about the meaning and possibilities expressed in the words landscape, painting, and Tasmania. The Glover is open to artists from anywhere in the world. One of the Glover Prize, the actual winning piece, gave me the title of being a finalist in the Glover Prize, and I called that Sanctuary Maria Island. And my artist statement is, in June 2022, my family and I visited Maria Island for the 3-day winter escape. As a foreigner, I was fascinated by the mob of kangaroos frolicking as the sun set, and the random wombat grazing on Maria Island's rich soil. This refuge left me with the impression that the animals that thrive here are perhaps the luckiest in the world. And the painting is simply a painting of the beautiful peace and serenity of Maria Island with the animals that call it their home. And it's really not our home, it's their home, and you can feel that when you're there, that you're kind of like just a visitor.
When my mom told me that she was a finalist in the Glover Prize, I felt just so proud of her because I knew she had been, talking about the Glover Prize for probably the past 3 or 4 years, and just hearing, she's been working so hard on these paintings, Tasmanian landscape paintings for the past 3 years, especially through the pandemic. She was working on countless paintings of the Tasmanian landscape. So last year we had the chance to be able to go to Maria Island in Tasmania as a family, and she painted a lot of paintings from that, and specifically the painting that became a finalist in the Glover Prize was that of Maria Island.
Well, what's in store for me next? I think I've finished the 2 unfinished paintings that I started. One of them is of Maria Island, and the other one is of a place kind of near near Evandale, actually. So I'm going to finish those paintings, and I have an art show at the Indian Hill Art Gallery coming up in the fall, and I'm going to be showing some of my paintings there, and I'm also going to be making some more ceramics pieces inspired by Tasmania, but they're some ceramics pieces, and I think I might enter the Glover Prize again. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I can resist entering the Glover Prize because it was such a great experience. So we'll see what happens.
The Cincinnati Comic Expo started today at the Duke Energy Convention Center and runs through Sunday the 24th. Some members of the Anime Club have already reserved tickets to go this Saturday, so you may see a friendly face out there if you're planning on going. Tickets are $60 for the full weekend, $35 for Saturday, and $30 for Sunday. The event features many famous creators like Adam Savage, who co-hosted Mythbusters, and Matthew Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom. Comic-Con holds many fun opportunities to see, so don't miss the chance if you want to go.
Looking for something else to do this weekend? Xavier Live is hosting an open mic night tonight in Gallagher starting at 6. Tomorrow is tournament day, as Club Volleyball and Club Tennis are both hosting tomorrow in the Hub and Lindner Family Tennis Center, respectively. And if you're still feeling festive, you can still find Oktoberfest celebrations this weekend all throughout Cincinnati. Before we hand it off to weather, the song for the week of September 22nd is the 1978 disco R&B hit, September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Hopefully everyone gave it a listen yesterday on the 21st of September.
And that's all from the news desk.
We will be right back with the Xavier Weekend Weather Report.
Hello everyone, I'm Kylie and I have your Xavier Weekend Weather Report. On Friday, we can expect it to have a low of 59 with a high of 84 and sunny. On Saturday, we can expect it to be sunny with a low of 54 and a high of 79. And on Sunday, we can expect it to be sunny with a low of 52 and a high of 79. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, so be sure to get outside. But before you do, let's head over to Drew with sports.
Hello everybody, my name is Drew Collins and you're watching the Sports Report. Another busy week for sports right here in the Tri-State, beginning with professional sports. The Cincinnati Bengals' slow start continues in their home opener, a final score of 27-24. Joe Burrow continues struggling while dealing with that calf strain injury he suffered in training camp. He is currently questionable for primetime Monday Night Football with the Super Bowl 56 rematch against the 1-1 Rams. And now to Xavier Sports. On Tuesday, the men's soccer team traveled to Pittsburgh to take on Duquesne University with a final score of 2-0. That makes it 2 wins in a row following the Big East opener last weekend against DePaul. They continue the Big East play with Georgetown coming to Cincinnati tomorrow at 7:30. And on Wednesday, the volleyball team faced Butler in a 3-0 match final. They are now 8-4 and preparing for 11th ranked Creighton tomorrow at Cintas at 5 p.m. The 17th ranked women's soccer team also played Butler. The match ended in a 1-1 draw. And they now have a record of 7-2-1 and are set to face DePaul Sunday in Chicago. And today, the women's tennis team travels north of Dayton to take place in the Flyer Invitational. And last but not least, women's golf heads to Greensville, South Carolina to take place in the Lady Palatine Invitational later today. Well, that is a wrap on the Sports Report this week. Go X!